Got another recommendation. Like, it seems like I keep recommending older stuff now. Like, I just find myself going back to watch older movies now. Like, I've been watching Lethal Weapon a lot. And anyway, yesterday I went back to watch Mad Max. This is the first time I've actually seen it outside of Razor Fist video on the movie. It's good. I especially like how one of the things I always heard about this movie was that the writer he kind of found that doctors he spoke to had become desensitized from all the shit they had been seeing in their line of work. And actually, that's what originally Mad Max was supposed to be. It was supposed to be about a doctor, but they reworked it to where it was a cop. And you kind of see this in the beginning, where as there's a chase going down, you see Max's friend Goose talking about this messed up scene he was in, and the guy he was talking to is like, "I don't feel like eating anymore." And Goose, "What's the matter?" And he says that, and then Goose just takes his food and eats anyway. Like, and this kind of shows them what it's like, kind of, to be a cop, where you see the most fucked up shit. You become used to it eventually. It becomes like another day at the office. And that's more or less what Mad Max was. Only the movie escalates to where, what if one day you snap? That's kind of what this film basically is you see a guy lose everything. It's an origin story, basically, for a character. Although I don't think it was planned ever to be a series. But anyway, it's an origin story for a cop in the post-apocalypse. Like, the world's already gone to hell. It's still going to hell. People are just trying to get by. And, yeah, that's more or less the film. Is you see a guy lose everything. He loses his best friend, his wife, his son. Spoiler alert, by the way. And I really liked Mel Gibson's performance in this. Like, some people call it a low effort movie. I don't care. I like this movie. I highly recommend it. 7.9 for a rating, or an A. Depends. Like, again, my ratings are an indictment of me, more or less. Like, it kind of shows like I have trouble rating stuff because of my autism and low attention span. So yeah, you may have different views on this. But basically, he loses everything, and then he goes on a killing spree. Like, he shot one guy off his bike after they ran over his arm, and put a bullet in one of his legs. And then the other guy he chased until the guy ran into a truck. It was awesome. And then he left one guy tied to a truck with a lighter near some combustible matter. And then he leaves him there with nothing but a little bone saw to tear through his leg if he wants to get out. And you see this guy, he's already been desensitized, but he has become like zero fucks given about the world by the end. And I love it. I love everything about it. To quote Razorfist, behold the birth of an 80s icon. Or 80s month, I can't remember. Anyway. And the other thing about this is he's a cop for what's known as the Main Force Patrol, I believe. And the police chief is like, we're going to give them heroes again, more or less. And Max is kind of like, I don't feel so good about that. Because he feels like the longer he's out there, the more he's becoming like the people he fights against. So there's also that. And it really is kind of like the job is getting to him. It is affecting him in ways he is more than likely not fond of. And that's the story, basically. I probably spoiled most of it for you, but oh well. Mad Max is, well, to quote Razorfist, it is the shit. And I enjoyed it. I might watch it again in a few days. I mean, I got lots of other shit to do, but yeah, it's a good movie. People probably give it shit for its quality. I'm like, look, they had a low budget. What do you expect? That's why Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, is such a good movie. It got a better budget. But, yeah, that's the video. I highly recommend this movie if you haven't watched it already. I think this might have been one of Mel Gibson's early movies, like one of the first ones he did after acting school. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, he did a good job in this. So did the guy who played Goose, the lady who played his wife. She did a good job. The villain, I think they brought him back to act in Mad Max, the Tom Hardy movie, which I still need to see. But, yeah, I thought they did a good job, so yeah, just give this movie a chance. You might like it. Have a nice day, and remember the game was rigged from the start.